Hello and welcome to a pick a card reading. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'd just like to thank everybody who's been liking, commenting, subscribing and booking readings with me. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. I love reading all of your comments in the comments section and all of the support that everyone gives each other in those comments as well. It's so beautiful to see. So thank you everybody. I just love it. Let's jump into our reading. We've got our 3 piles here. Group 1 is on the left, Group 2 is in the middle, and Group 3 is on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. And if you'd like a private reading with me, there's a link to my Facebook page, and you can contact me on there. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey Group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the blue banded agate, then this one is for you. Banded agate is all about self-acceptance, confidence, healing from anger, healing from any types of trauma, overcoming any negativity or harshness of the heart. So if that resonates with you, it might be why you chose blue banded agate, or maybe you were drawn to the cards. But anyway, let's jump in. We're going to look at a bit of past energy first for you. We've got the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. So you can even see in the imagery here, she's leaning up against a tree and she's dreaming, and as she leans up against this tree, it's like she's dreaming of motherhood, childhood, family connections, a connection of the past that hasn't worked out perhaps, maybe the good times, maybe focusing on what was better and feeling discontent in the now. This is past energy, so you may have moved out of this already, but we will still speak on it. It's feeling a little dissatisfied with where things are at, and maybe wishing for the good old days, or feeling really disappointed about a connection within family, maybe even friendship from the past too. We'll try and keep it pretty open, but we've also got the Ace of Swords and the Fool. So it's like in the past, there's been this real strike of clarity or a decision made to take a new path, to perhaps start over, which is actually interesting because the blue banded agate does promote the courage to start over again in life. And that does show up here in these cards quite heavily. So we've got this deep reflective energy here, but a bit nervous about moving into the future as well. I feel like there's a lot of disappointment still, perhaps about the past here. So yeah, you've recently taken a new path by the looks of it, or you're getting ready to anyway. And the path ahead energy, we've got the Page of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups and the 6 of Swords. So you could be feeling quite sensitive at the moment. At the time of this reading, of recording this reading, the moon is in Cancer. And that can be a really feeling spot, right? The moon is home in Cancer. But even still, at the time of this reading, you could be feeling sensitive or just moving forward into the future. Also, this could be someone else you're dealing with who is a little oversensitive. But you're encouraged to open up about how you're feeling, maybe to yourself, to your guides, to supporting friends. You'll know who your audience is, but it does suggest to seek some support or help, or a sounding board, or even these readings may help guide you, because we've got this beautiful 6 of Swords here, and see how she's moving from this darker time into a time of more prosperity, joy and lightness. So the path ahead is moving out of oversensitivity, or maybe away from connections that are overly sensitive, or connections that don't respect your emotional needs or sensitivities. So we've also got a lot of family energy in this reading. So, take it how it resonates, but it's almost like there's potential for some people connecting to this reading that maybe a family has broken down and is separating. That could be part of it, or a marriage or something like this, or maybe it's somebody moving out of home for the first time. There's a lot of different options and ways to read this, but it's definitely a moving on energy and a discontent, maybe, or there has been a discontent with what hasn't worked out or isn't working. There's a lot of there's been a need in the past to stop focusing on that too. Perhaps you kept yourself in something for longer than you should have, or there's a need to stop dwelling on it and get ready for the future, because the future is bright. We've got further in the moving ahead energy, we've got the Hanged Man and the
Nine of Pentacles. So it is a surrender energy. It shows that where you're at right now and the path ahead is out of your hands potentially. Like there's a lot here that you can't control, and so you're needing to surrender to this new path and make the most of it too. With this Nine of Pentacles, there's a lot of abundance for you. There's a lot of abundance here in stepping into gratitude, surrender, maybe taking up some healthy practices to help you move into that state of surrender, to help you understand how you're feeling, withdrawing and taking time out for yourself to gain new perspectives and open up to possibilities. For a brighter future. Six of Swords, we're moving out of that darkness. We're moving away from heaviness. We're lighting a load and we're not taking baggage with us. That's the main thing here. So I do feel like a lot of time is needed to heal and step into self-loving practices and whatever it is you feel guided towards. If you don't know, then open up in prayer and ask to be shown signs, and things will just pop up and you'll know. And just follow those little guiding signs. That will help you release and shift your perspective on this situation so that you can move into gratitude and abundance, because there's a lot to be grateful for moving forward into the future. So the challenge may be the Tower, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So this could be a relationship, like I said before, that needs to be broken down, maybe to be rebuilt, but maybe to be walked away from too. Everyone will be a little different here. It's a general reading, but the Tower, the challenge may be releasing and letting go and letting things just fall, and not focusing on what hasn't worked, but just allowing it to fall. We've got the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands. I feel like this is also coming back into balance with yourself, with your own energy, not over investing in anything outside of yourself, but rather just giving yourself the energy you need to get inspired and take up a new journey. The Page of Wands can make some pretty immature decisions sometimes. It's a choice. I feel like it's a choice energy for you, where you can choose one path or another, and you already do know which is going to be more prosperous and balanced for you with the Two of Cups here, what is going to be more harmonious. And I feel like this is also for some people connecting with friends that are supportive to you, not shutting them out. Because I do feel that for some people, and connecting to this, there's certain friend or friends that want to support you and have good advice for you there too. And maybe they've already given it. You'll know. But there's a message there for you, I do feel. We've also got the Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Moon for further guidance with what will help here. So again, talking about it, writing down your feelings too, using your intellect here when making decisions, because you may feel called or you may feel an impulse to repeat old patterns or run to a comfort zone. You're being guided to use your intellect here and remember your power with this beautiful Queen of Wands and the Moon. Seeing through illusions and listening to the guidance of other feminines, perhaps for some people, listening to the guidance of your dreams, being guided by your dreams and your intuition, and understanding that you may not see all that is happening within this situation. Everything may be revealed to you with this Moon card energy here, but just trust that you, with your intellect and trusting in your spirit and trusting in your power and making decisions to honor yourself. And maybe that's saying no to people, maybe that's saying yes to you. Connecting to the power of your no is connecting to the power of your yes. And I really feel like you have some pretty strong decisions to make here, and you need to stand by them and stand by yourself. You have confidence here and self-acceptance for what you truly desire and what you want, and not feel shame or guilt for going after that or, yeah. All right. Okay, so we've got further guidance with what will help. We've got the beautiful Nine of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Swords and the Three of Wands. I have to say as well, the bottom deck energy for this reading has been the Two of Swords. So you may have found yourself in this energy with struggling with a decision to make, with struggling with a head over heart pull, not sure which way to turn, maybe very, very stuck inside the head a little bit, pulling back and forwards between something, trying to meditate and trying to just, calm the mind and bring that intuition forward. We've got, what have we got here for further guidance? So we've got wish fulfillment in the Four of Pentacles. This is telling me that in your grounded, practical approach, in putting down roots, in building a foundation for yourself. Oh goodness me, this could go so many ways. Like I'm seeing morning routines and just honoring those gentle, practical steps that help build the foundation of who you are. People say make your bed, all that sort of stuff. Whatever it is you want to do that helps you feel a sense of solidness and just a routine feels very important for this group. And the first card that came out, I'm going to jump straight to it because the way it came out was base chakra. We'll get to the oracle soon, but just this one first because it just flipped out so hard, and it's exactly what you're needing right now. You're needing to put down roots, perhaps connecting within community services or therapies or whatever it may be that could assist you and help you really find that footing underneath yourself, that grounding. You're needing grounding, you're needing presence, and to maybe not be too focused on trying to figure it all out up here, but just being down here on the ground and getting, like, really working that foundational energy. We've got the Four of Pentacles here to talk more on that, and I feel like that's learning about your health, your routine, your mind, whatever. It could be so many things, but I feel like it's also protecting your energy and keeping your cards a bit close to your chest. Not sort of, you can help other people, but at the moment I'm feeling like you just need to be there for you. And apply a bit of practical steps, because that's going to bring you a lot of wish fulfillment. There's going to be a lot of fulfillment that comes with that. Just stick it out. I'm feeling it's a stick it out thing for sure, especially with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Wands. It is the energy of waiting for the ships to come in after all this hard work that you've applied. So do not give up. Seven of Swords is also a strategizing energy. So use these strategies, use your intellect and have a lot of patience as well. It's an interesting message here. There's also with the Seven of Swords for some people, which I must connect with because there's potential relationship energy in this reading. This could be deceptive behavior and things that you're really wanting to turn your back on and move away from. And maybe you're waiting for something to come out in that regard. I'm feeling like you need to just let that go though. Whatever that is, if you're waiting for some sort of information of secrecy, or I feel like one, that will come in if you need it, if it's there. But for a lot of people, I'm feeling it's a let it go thing, and you're needing to use this mental power for better things. Focusing on what it is that you do want to create and attract, and having a lot of faith and belief in the universe's ability to co-create with you and bring about your manifestations and your dreams. You're co-creating by, this beautiful practical energy of the Four of Pentacles, saving your money, saving your energy, keeping a nice, steady, practical approach to things. We've got a bit further guidance, or is that destination? That's destination. Destination, I think further guidance too. We've got this Eight of Cups energy in the Hermit, so you're definitely disconnecting and walking away from an unsatisfactory situation, or something that's, maybe it's your own behavior. It might not be an external thing. Maybe it's your own repetitive patterns that bring you down. It's things that pull on you, drain you, and they just don't serve you emotionally. It's unplugging from that. Maybe overthinking, overworking, just too much, trying to figure it out maybe. I think it's time to unplug from that and stop trying to figure that out and just fall into your own sacred silence, fall into a sacred pause, take up some rituals, but this is not a once in a lifetime thing. This is something on a regular basis you're needing to do. You're needing to really take care of yourself and withdraw so that you can quiet your mind, quiet the external, and just listen to your heart and let that come up organically, naturally, without trying. Just a nice resting and disconnecting from the overthinking, from the things that just pull you in different directions, from this energy. I know this is a peaceful depiction of the Two of Swords, but it is that head over heart struggle sometimes. It's a bit of surrender, a bit of peace. I do like the imagery in this deck. It's so beautiful. It's a new one. Expect to see it a bit more here. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune next as well, which is further into your destination. And there's big changes in the family home, or whatever it is that you're working long term. This could be your career, the Ten of Pentacles. It could be big investments and things like that. There's big changes happening here for you. You're just needing to withdraw from the methods you've maybe been applying so far. That have not been working out, or draining you, or other connections. It could be so many things. We've got so many beautiful oracle cards here from the Archetype deck. We've got Lover, And I felt drawn to read both light and attribute for this one. Great passions and devotion, unbridled appreciation for someone or something. Shadow was obsessive passion that harms others and self-destructive devotion. We've got the teacher, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill and wisdom. I do feel like you, especially with these other cards, angel and nature child, child of nature. These are, yeah, such a beautiful energy. Lover, teacher, angel and child. Helping those in need with no expectation of return, and friendship with animals, communion with nature spirits, spending a bit more time in nature to just quiet, like this beautiful imagery here. We've got the nervous system. I reduce the stress chemicals of adrenaline and cortisol in my system by taking a sacred pause. There you go. My energy is steady and stable. This allows me to make good decisions that come from a place of protection and clarity. I know that with little effort goes a long way. I take steps in the right direction and am open to the abundant support flowing towards me. And that is this energy. Just continue the practical steps towards wish fulfillment and trust that it will come in. I love that. Just stay the path. Stay the path. We've got follow your intuition, follow your inner guidance, quiet the mind so that you can listen to that through practices of self-love, connecting to the power of your no. I'm feeling with this again, self-loving choices here. And yeah, speaking your truth there. Bring back the energy, especially if you've been wasting. I feel like you've been wasting some energy on a bit of the past or a bit of sadness or dwelling or any of that sort of stuff. So it's time to surrender that and bring back the energy through self-loving practices and just following this guidance. You've got it. You've got it. Put these roots down with that base chakra card, and all these cards came out together. I just thought I'll take them because it seems right. We've got gut instincts, intuition, knowing, sensing and trust. You've been feeling this guidance for a while. Action, movement, perseverance, discipline and motivation. So your discipline here, I feel, is coming in with this Page of Wands and making healthy decisions, because it could go either way for you depending on the choices you make, and you're aware of that. You've got expression, assertiveness, self-control and direction. You're in control here. You're the Queen of Wands energy, remembering you're powerful and very activated here at your solar plexus. Possessions, belongings, finances, assets and treasures. That could be a message for somebody who's in a separation and going through, especially that Tower energy there, trying to work out whose is whose, all of that sort of stuff. And looking after your possessions too, saving money and having gratitude for what you've got. Four of Pentacles is here. We've got family. That was on the bottom of the deck, so I had to take it, especially with this Six of Cups energy. There's just so much here that could be about a family connection and roots and a sense of belonging. Maybe you're needing to take a bit of time out from the hustle and bustle of the family. It's like, look at this imagery here. Just take a little pause, let them take care of themselves for a minute, perhaps. Yeah, everyone will connect to this a little differently. It does feel like quite a broad reading today, Group 1. We've got inspiration and intuition. Ideas, spark, conception, impulse, trust, insight, awareness and guidance. All this beautiful, just following that inner guidance as you quiet your mind and connect in. All right, Group 1, I'm going to leave that there for you beautiful people. I hope that resonated with you and gave you some sort of clarity, comfort and guidance, a bit of motivation moving forward. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, Group 1. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the pink banded agate, oh my goodness, I can't even contain my excitement. Whoa, this reading is going to be like next level, because you're next level. All right, so we've got pink banded agate, and this is all about femininity. I've looked it up just before I started this reading. We've got so much information on this stone. It's about your creativity, nurturing yourself and others, and what you require in connection when it comes to nurturing, your ability to be problem solving. It's all like I looked this up first, and then all the cards just so complement. This reading is a beautiful one. Yeah, problem solving, attention to detail, which is very important in your routine, I'm feeling at the moment. Universal love and seeing the whole picture, seeing things for what they are, and I think acceptance. We've got detox, unhealthy connections, unhealthy lifestyle choices, unhealthy foods, all that stuff, detox. It helps with depression, stress, and nervousness as well. So it's, I love this reading so much. I'm going to go straight on in with the past energy. We've got the Star. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Death card. Woo! This is massive. We've got Aquarius energy here, Scorpio. We've got Libra, Taurus, Gemini. We've got Leo here twice. Leo's here strongly. We've got Virgo. We've got a lot of energy out here. We've got Capricorn as well. So it might be you, that's all right. Doesn't matter if it's not. Here we are. You've made some pretty empowering choices in the recent past here. It may have been out of your hands for some of you with the Star card, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. This could be a karmic cycle that you've recently or in the past gotten some really big clarity on. You're realizing your destiny and how to climb to success, what it means to be successful, and all the changes that you're needing to make. And I think you're willingly undergoing these beautiful transformation and changes so that you can rise into your success based on some new information, clarity, or a decision made in the past about the direction you want to take. I feel like you're starting to believe in yourself here. You really, really are. The choices are so empowered and so empowering. You're really following that destiny. You've got a lot of hope for your future. You're making these changes. You're the reason this wheel is turning, I'm feeling. Some real clarity, speaking your truth, not being afraid to connect to the power of your yes or your no. It's a big theme today, I'm feeling, this week actually. You're really starting to feel a bit of success maybe in the changes that you've started to make. Maybe you're starting to see some of the results of those changes, whether they're health and exercise changes or daily routine things to help your mindset. There's so many different things this could be, but you're climbing to success based on some big releases, some shedding of an old skin, with so much positivity and excitement now. That may have not always been the case, but you're starting to see, I feel like you're starting to see a bit of the light coming through, and you're starting to maybe see some of the results of your hard work here. So moving forward, we've got the World card, and look at this person just glowing. This is a new deck, by the way, and I'm going to be using it a fair bit because it's just stunning. Yeah, look at that. It's just being activated by life again. If that has been missing for you, it's coming back into your power. It's leveling up. The World card is the closure of a cycle as well, obviously the beginning of another one. And look at this energy carrying on into the King of Wands, this same beautiful, bright, well-ignited, empowered woman or man, it doesn't matter, king, so, whatever. This is a leadership energy and having that great vision for your future and having the inspiration and drive to go for it, to really create the world that you want, the reality that you want, and lead other people into knowing their power as well. I feel like there are people connecting to this reading might be readers themselves, or just real guiding lights, inspirations to the people around them. Just stunning energy. Empress is next. The Lovers. Hey, the High Priestess. These all just came out. I didn't want this many, but I'm just going with it today because a lot of cards want to come out. Haven't done a reading in a week because there's a lockdown here, so there's obviously a bit to say. The Empress, let's just start with what we can hold. The Empress, the Lovers, the High Priestess. Look at this beautiful, nurturing, empowered decision to connect to your spirit guidance. This is what this stone is all about. Femininity, creativity, nurture, and problem solving. You're connecting into your spirit, you're quieting your mind, you're taking the time out you need to devote to your practices, you're finding devotion in the things that you do every day in life, spreading the wisdom and the joy, the sacred knowledge that you have to share is here. You're reveling in the mystery and the connection that you have to spirit and earth, gardening here, maybe tending to children. When I first pulled this whole deck, I'm going to share this with the world, but when I first got this deck, I'm like, okay, Spirit, show me my future. And this card came out that literally looks like me and my son. And I have this little gardening crate here that my gardening tools are in, and it just made me tear up. And I just feel so many tears throughout this whole reading. It's so beautiful and empowered. It's a choice that you've finally made to believe in yourself, step up. The Lovers here. Look at this feminine, strong feminine energy. Maybe a pregnancy is on the horizon. Maybe you're stepping into having children and being a mother, or this is the mothering a creation of yours. If you're after a job, you're going to get that job basically here with we've got the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles here. So much emotional fulfillment and prosperity is ahead in your future based on these wonderful, empowering, beautiful, soft, nurturing, gorgeous decisions. You've really completed a cycle and chosen to level up for yourself here. I'm so excited. I hope you are too. I hope you feel it. There may be a new blessing in love for you with the 10 of Pentacles after maybe a disappointing connection. That could be the case here. Or maybe you're still needing to unplug from a disappointing connection and take a bit of time to be alone. I'm going to get to that next. But don't give up on love is the message here. If that's what you want, whatever your wish fulfillment is, don't give up on that. Be willing to start over if that applies for some people here. We've got a bit of an indication that, death, the world. We got the 10 of Swords is on the table too. But you're lovingly releasing that past, I do feel. I feel like it's such a loving release. There's maybe that you've come to a place of acceptance of it, maybe. Maybe you're still getting there too. This could be path ahead, but everyone will be on different points of this timeline I'm reading for. But you're not alone, because a lot of other people have connected to group 2 and they're feeling it, right? You're never alone in these choices. Just choose any YouTube reading and look at the comments below to confirm how we're all connected. In these collective readings and supporting each other. I'm really grateful for everyone supporting each other in the comments too. I can't always get to everybody, and sometimes I click them and then they just don't open, which is strange. But yeah, when other people jump on and support people in the comment section, I really love that. It makes my heart so warm. So yeah, a lot of new prosperity, potentially a new job or something brand new, fresh in the physical for you here with the Ace of Pentacles. Let's move forward. We'll be here all day with a big smile. Hi, the challenge. Give us a challenge. The challenge may be being alone for some people, maybe. With the 9 of Pentacles, it's a single lady energy, single person, it's independence, maybe striking out into independence and like climbing to success and believing in yourself. That might be the challenge for you. Judgment is here, healthy decisions that are with the Strength card, getting back to that running track. Maybe that's my goal, get back out there running again. But this is willpower and it's personal, there's personal empowered decisions and having a sense of self-control to not make decisions that are perhaps not so good for you with this Page of Wands here. The depiction of this card is like, she's letting something crawl all over her and she could choose not to. I think that's about choice, this card. It's come up from the group 1 for the same position as well, and I got that energy from it, where it's having willpower and strength to make healthy choices for yourself because you know which path you want to take. There's a life of devotion before you with this gorgeous, look at this Judgment card, look at that. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. There's so much, and this is in your challenge energy. So your challenge just may be continuing to make healthy choices, honoring yourself and feeling independent, and yes, it's just this, maybe if you've left a big long-term connection and settling back into yourself as a single person or finding yourself again. It's interesting that that's in the challenge. So the challenge is just to stay strong, I'm feeling, and keep making healthy choices and following that inner guidance with that Judgment card, because you are being called to a path here and you know it, I can see it. You're aware, you know you've got a beautiful destiny here and you're going to fulfill it with joy. What else have we got here? What will help? With joy, right? What will help? The Sun card, there's your joy for you. Joy will help. The Chariot, and that's those healthy choices. The Chariot in a lot of depictions is the black and the white Sphinx, and so it's the shadow and the light elements. It can be challenges along the path, all of that sort of stuff, but you can overcome these challenges with a positive outlook and just keep moving forward and trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, keep moving forward. It's a streamlined focus to what you want. Don't focus on anything else. Don't waste your energy on it. You know what you want. And I feel like you've already made that choice. You're climbing. You're shedding an old skin. You're surrendering to the process. Especially if this was out of your control, as the Hanged Man can sometimes talk about having to surrender to something that's much bigger than us and see a new perspective and try and enter it with a sense of positivity and courage, determination, willpower, believing in yourself again. Hey, I love this message, group 2. Hi, okay, we've got the, what's this section? A bit of more guidance. So the devil is here. Maybe it's ice creams and sugars for you. Or unhealthy connections, toxic behaviors, repeating old cycles, things that keep you trapped and heavy and not feeling light. You're needing to release the emotional attachment to these situations with the Eight of Cups here. Release the overthinking, the trying to figure it out, trying to fix it, release all of that. Ten of Swords is next. You're really putting an end to it. We've got that Death card here too so that you can climb to your victory. So you really are putting an end to an old way of being, or maybe an old connection. You'll know what it is for you, but you are releasing and walking away from that. Ten of Swords. And what do you get after the Ten of Swords? Yay, the Ace of Cups. Maybe it's a brand new love beginning, but for those that are resonating with a breakup, I feel like that love beginning is with you first, and you will enjoy that. It'll be beautiful. But yeah, let's just keep it open. I do. So there could be healing and connections too with the Ace of Cups after a absolute disconnect and release. It feels a little iffy there, that one actually, but be different for everybody. Yeah. Either way, there's new love coming in. Another what would you say, benefit of this stone is universal love, unconditional love, seeing things as they are, the bigger picture of life, and a self-love as well, self-loving practices and filling your own cup and taking care of yourself. The destiny energy, the destination, we've got the Hierophant. So for some people, that's a beautiful traditional loving connection, if that's what you want in your future. We've got that Ten of Cups here as well. For some people, that is what you want. That's beautiful. That's okay. But for a lot of you, I loved how this came out because it was the Hierophant, the Six of Swords, and then the Magician. And it's kind of, to me, then these cards actually came out underneath, which was just amazing to confirm exactly what I was thinking. It says, do not conform and stop. So this to me is you walking away from this traditional expectations, traditional relationship maybe, tradition, like something you've always done, the comfort, the routine, the memory pattern, whatever that is. You're walking away from that into more joy and lightness and creation, Magician. Remembering that your power, your whole reality is changing from heaviness and darkness, pessimism, lack, whatever it was that you were looking at, and you're not seeing it that way anymore. You're starting to see the magic again. Or maybe for the first time, maybe you're awakening right now. Maybe this is you're starting to realize that the world is actually magic and you can take the wheel and that you're absolutely the creator of your reality and you're so powerful. And so moving away from the traditional teachings, maybe you're releasing an old religious teaching that's kept you trapped in control or conformity, right? You're stopping conformity and believing in yourself. You're giving yourself that power back that you may have been giving to someone else. And that trickles into the next oracle cards, but I will just jump over here to the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, right? So this is definitely you stepping into your creativity, your passion, and your power. Leveling up group 2, right? The Alchemist, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. With Slave, I felt drawn to read the bottom shadow attribute, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So definitely here, do not conform, make your own choice. You are powerful. And also surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. So just absolutely trusting this path ahead. It's so beautiful. Such interesting cards that came out for this. Where will I go? I'll go here. We've got Engineer, Mystic. Actually, I want to leave them together. Engineer and Mystic. Ability to give creative energy and practical expression. Talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. And that is actually from this stone as well. Attention to detail and problem solving. Very clever being you are. We've got Mystic, revels in intimate union with the divine. Absolutely, I feel that for you here. We've mentioned that as well. This came out as well, all in a clump, and I kind of want, well, first Queen, sorry, then these two. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. And then we had King and Companion come out together. So if that was for those people that are maybe leaving an unhealthy connection and would like to attract divine love in their life, we've got Loyalty, unselfishness, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So this is, if for those that apply to that, that'll resonate with looking for a real love and beautiful love in their life, trusting that we can align to that beautiful love, and to not settle for less, and to remove yourself from any situations that aren't like a true king and queen companion, like a real companion energy, right? But anyway, that's not for everybody. That's fine. And we have mentor as well, someone you can learn from if that came out with it, but it's also a little separate. Passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. There's a lot here about being a teacher, a mystic, an out of the box thinker, a powerful person. We've got trust your intuition, empowerment, all of these empowering choices that you're making, trust them. You already do. You don't need me to tell you that, because it's bringing you to a big yes. Say yes. We've got choice, free will, courage and willpower and change. We had relationships. So again, for those people resonating with a relationship, it's having the willpower and the choice to, choose who you're willing to connect with and allow to connect with your beautiful energy as well. Visualization, that also comes in with relationships, or the life that you want as well. Visualizing that, and not focusing on what you don't have or hasn't worked out, but really drawing in what you do want and embodying those qualities yourself. Very important part of manifestation is to embody. We've got creativity, sound and communication, all this beautiful blue energy here as well. Imagination, originality, passion, dancing and music, rhythm, sound, silence as well is on this card, if that applies for you there. Self-expression, exchange, sharing and connection. So definitely opening up to people. And I feel like with this communication, creativity, visualization, I feel like these are sort of some of the key components to the changes that you're making and what you're trying to create through visualizing the life that you want and speaking it into existence and sharing those passions and dreams with other people. Sounding boards to help you really cook and create and co-create as well. So speaking it into existence there, and yeah, beautiful energy. Beautiful energy, group 2. I love this reading for you. I think I'm going to leave it there. Let's just keep doing what you're doing, group 2. Keep believing in yourself. I love it. I'm going to leave it there. I look forward to reading for you all again next week. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Malachite, then this one is for you. So Malachite is all about protection, well-being, leadership, the immune system, respiratory system, liver, energy levels, period pains and cramps. So general well-being stone. I've also heard that it promotes pregnancy and is supportive with labor, and all sorts of things like that. So it might be physical health for you that you're focusing on at the moment. That could be the case, or stepping up into a role of leadership, or yeah, it could be anything. Let's just jump on in. The underlying energy for this reading is the star. So there's a lot of hope being maybe reinstilled in you and your future, getting excited for the future and what it holds, trusting in the universe to deliver that future towards you, making the changes and choices to align with the future that you want. It's beautiful. So let's start out with the past energy. We've got the 8 of Cups, Page of Swords, 9 of Wands. There's a deep resilience in this energy, which is interesting because, where is it? The card Resilience did come out. So it does speak to perhaps an enduring challenge for you, something that you may have put a lot of interest, curiosity and intention towards. And I feel like it may have left you just feeling just not, because I've split the deck, not meaning to. I wanted to just pick it up and move it, but I'm just seeing the imagery here of the Queen of Cups, where you just, a love that hasn't worked out, or just feeling really disappointed in the past, or something that hasn't worked out for you, and there's something that you've like really tried to make work, or to really invested in it. I'm feeling like it's really, you've been up against this challenge maybe a few times. Maybe it's a cycle that keeps going around for you. We've got the Empress and the 4 of Cups as well. So it's a real, you know, sometimes you may be, or in the past, this is past energy, so you may be out of this by now, but it can be feeling victimized, you know, or feeling like, you know, nothing works out for you, or you do everything for everybody else and nobody's helping you. I'm getting that sort of energy where you're feeling like you're just, no matter what you do, it keeps being a setback or a knockback, and it's you know, out of your hands. It's that sort of feeling, or feeling just really focused on what isn't working out and not realizing that you've actually got the power to unplug from that. And maybe it's not working because it's not for you, or maybe it's not working because it needs a different approach. But for staying fixated on what's not working has not really been helping too much. It's been a little bit of a challenge. There could be another person you're dealing with here as well that's a little bit feeling a little guarded, or a little, you know, on the out, and is watching over you a little bit. That could be the case for some people, but I'm not so sure about that message. I've got to read it because it's here, but it's a general reading, so, you know, try to keep it open here. But you know, the Empress is the mother energy. It's nurturing energy as well. So maybe you've been sort of spending a lot of your time focused on things that aren't nurturing you, and it's time to create a change. Like enough's enough, or it's like you've got to just. It's almost with the Knight of Wands as well. It can talk to like having one last attempt at something, or one last push before you make your success. Like it's that resilience energy of not giving up. But there's something you do need to give up on, or have recently, that is not good for you, that is draining you. Okay, so moving into the next energy of the path ahead, we've got the beautiful Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. Right, so look at this. We've got a house for sale here, and the Chariot, a car full and moving. So someone out there that connecting to this reading may be actually moving away, physically packing the house, packing the car, and moving. That could be the case for you. And that with the Ace of Swords, it's the change is happening. For the person out there that connects to that message in particular, very specific, know that truth will come to you, that clarity, the answer, the decision, whatever it is with the Ace of Swords, and things will move very quickly and in the right direction for you. It's a healthy choice. But outside of that specific message, you can still apply that to you as well, where clarity is coming in on a decision that you've made that is in accordance with your highest good and with your destiny, working with spirit here and making choices to create the change that you want to see in your life, and overcoming any obstacles with great clarity and certainty because you know what you want. That's what I see there moving forward. Yeah, challenges for sure, but you've got what it takes. Some of these changes are outside of your control potentially. But you're surrendering to those changes, or I feel like you might have created these changes too, though, for a lot of people. Yeah, you've the decision made, or enough's enough, or something like this. You're just giving up on what wasn't working, like you just can't keep doing that anymore. Maybe it's that, showing up in a certain way or trying a certain way that's needing to revise your plan or something like that. Eight of Swords, this is in the challenge area, so overthinking and trying to figure it all out. See this person, he's got the short wicker book, he's got all these symbols and different learnings of the universe, right? And he's trying to take it all in, and he's just overwhelming himself with thought. Here we've got the Page of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and Strength as well. How am I going to hold these up? So the challenge here for you, got these cards everywhere. The challenge for you is to get out of your head, stop overthinking and trying to figure it all out and work out how it's going to go, or trying to get an answer in that regard, or just releasing yourself from the overworking the mental realm there. Just, yeah, however you're feeling trapped in that head, get out of the head there. Page of Pentacles is here with a beautiful connection to earth. You can see this person's overwhelmed with the book, so maybe get outside for some of you. If you're sitting inside thinking too much, just the imagery alone speaks to you here. Get outside, change your environment in which you're learning in, maybe. just to spark it up or change it a little bit, or just don't take the work with you and just have a peaceful moment in nature. That could be it too. The Page of Pentacles is all sorts of things. It's earth magic. It's connecting to nutrients and sustenance and looking after your body, but it's also creative expressions too, and trying new things, trying new remedies, trying new ways of getting through or maneuvering some sort of challenge. It's thinking outside the box. It's being practical at the same time. It's giving it a go. It's trying. Try. We've got the King of Swords and the Strength card as well. So the challenge may be in the logistics of a situation. If you're moving as well, especially for the people that are actually moving, the logistics of that move may be really overwhelming for you with the King of Swords, or making a huge decision based in logic here and sticking to it with the Strength card, making that movement happen, like the inner strength, the willpower and the courage and the drive to push through and make it happen. Especially with the Knight of Wands here at the start, like there's something about this journey that's been really tiring, really exhausting. Maybe it's been knocked back a few times and it's sort of denting your courage or your confidence. But push on through. You've got what it takes here with cold, hard logic and a practical, grounded approach, and not overthinking too much, but just executive, clear-cut, clarity decisions, you know, and willpower and self-control, discipline, direction. Positivity too, with Leo's energy there. We've got, I'll go through them. We've got Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus. Who else? I think that's about it. Did I say Libra, Virgo maybe? It's all good. All right, where are we up to? I got lost in star signs. Yeah, strength, positivity, confidence, all of that energy. The challenge may be overthinking, yep, making logical decisions, and further guidance here with the beautiful Two of Pentacles. So this, see how she's following the steps of a recipe, right? And that is your guidance here, just one step at a time, following practical steps, getting your priorities straight. You know, a little bit over here, a little bit over there. We've got the Judgment card and the Ten of Pentacles as well. I'm almost inclined actually to get a clarification on that Two of Pentacles here. Is there anything under that? The Hierophant, beautiful. And the Hermit is on the bottom of the deck as well. So a big part of what is going to help you at this time is a regular practice of withdrawal and self-love. She's taken a bath, maybe some manifestation practices you want to do, but not just like, you know, once every now and then, but this is a regular thing. I think you're needing to connect in and really fill your own cup and try new things in that way. But what did we get? We got the Hierophant on the Two of Pentacles. So, and then we got the Ten of Pentacles here too. We've got the Judgment. This is a very wholesome, traditional, passionate energy I'm getting from this. Like, it's a devotional energy. It's a real choice that's in alignment with the bigger picture of what you want in your life, and creating it and making the shifts and changes and following a certain recipe, a certain plan, so that you can have the success that you want. Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant here can talk about a marriage connection or a family connection, or something you've invested a lot of your life into. There's it could be your business that you want to see succeed, or your career path, what it is you're here for, your destiny and purpose, and helping guide other people potentially. There's a lot of this teacher energy is wrapped up in this. Taurus is here again. Just keep following this what you know is right for you is what I'm getting most strongly here. You know what is right for you, and just keep trying, keep showing up, keep learning. If this could be student energy here as well. You could be a student that needs to just keep finish off those studies. You will get there. That's for someone out there. You will get this is the bigger picture. You will absolutely achieve that success. This could be financial success as well with the Ten of Pentacles. Buying a house is highly indicated here for some people. Yeah, all right. Further guidance and moving ahead, we've got the beautiful Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups. So I feel like this is connecting with friends that share your dream, your passion, or support you. Will definitely help you here. Talking to other people, celebrating your success, talking about your success, acknowledging it, making a plan for something pleasurable. Sorry, in your future. I feel like it would be positive for some of you to have something to look forward to, maybe a certain occasion. Maybe you already are looking forward to an occasion and you're planning for it, but some sort of celebration here, getting the logistics of that worked out. Enjoy doing that. Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, showing that any seeds that you put down right now, any little things that you're choosing to invest your energy into, will bring you a great deal of emotional fulfillment with this Ten of Cups here. There's a lot of celebration in all of this energy, a lot of fulfillment, joy, friendship, prosperity. It's all here based in your logical decision, starting with a logical decision and getting out of your head, not trying to figure it all out too much, but just one step at a time, following a recipe for success, I'm thinking here. There's a new opportunity that comes in for you that brings you a lot of emotional fulfillment, absolutely. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Destination, we've got the Hanged Man, the Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, and then the World. Wow, completion. Look at this, at the last card here, the last tarot. Look at you just shining in what may be a drab world. Other people around this person are a little bit, black and white and whatever, but you're just like, you're in your bubble of glory. You're shining your beautiful light. You're touching the people as you pass them. Your light is, see these people sort of noticing your light and they're being inspired by you. You're an inspiration. The choices you're making here, you're an inspiration. So we've got the Hanged Man, Seven, and the Nine of Pentacles. We're looking at the duration of this, right? In resilience, enduring have been words for this. I was going to say connection, maybe, but for this reading, it's been very enduring. You've invested a lot of time with the Seven of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is here as well. I feel like this is a shift in what you're investing in. I've seen that a fair bit throughout this whole reading, a shift in perspective as well, surrendering to the path ahead and knowing that with dedication and devotion, you will absolutely reap all of the rewards and your benefits from all of your hard work. Nine of Pentacles, feeling very abundant, self-sufficient and content. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups on this table here as well. There's so much abundance here for you. Yeah, absolutely. The World card, whatever this enduring cycle is, you're walking away from what hasn't worked out, that you tried to figure it out for so long, but I feel like you're just not doing that anymore. Some card just fell off. What is it? Six of Cups. Six of Cups has fallen out to be seen. This is definitely things of the past, family connections, relationships, things that you've really invested in and tried your best. What else have we got here? The Ten of Wands, heavy burdens, lots of responsibility. Nine of Swords, things that have left you feeling really out of your power and stuck in your head and uncertain, and maybe it's some of the choices that you've made that have not been the best choices for you, but that's okay. You're learning, and you're learning to liberate yourself through each of those choices as they come up with the repercussion you may not like. You're learning through the choices you make, whether they're perceived right or wrong choices. It's all just learning. So we've got Healer, the Divine Child, the Orphan Child, the Rescuer, and the Mentor. Some of these keywords might resonate with you straight off the bat. Healer, a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, the ability to transform pain into healing. And I do feel like that's something you're doing for yourself, mostly, first and foremost, and then sharing with the world, perhaps. Maybe you've done that and you're already sharing, but we've got the Divine Child, innocence, purity, redemption, a suggestion of a special connection with the divine. The Orphan, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering the fear of surviving. The overthinking and the logistics in that challenge area would suggest that too. So you've definitely got what it takes. The Nine of Pentacles is here in that outcome to show that you do rise into independence and you will be successful off your own back, off your own work, your own dedication. Rescuer, you may be somebody as well who rescues other people a bit, or like gets caught up in other people's needs and it's just not serving you, maybe. Anyway, And I wanted to read shadow for this one. Assumes that the rescued will reciprocate and keeps the rescued one needy. So I feel like it was the reciprocation one. So feeling like you've helped a lot of people and maybe not getting that back in return. But anyway, the light attribute was provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation or reward. And then we had mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Oh, gee, we've got self-expression. Individuality was the one that stood out for this mostly for me. And I feel like it's usually stepping into yourself, feeling yourself, expressing yourself within your community, your tribe and your family, maybe with this family energy here, sense of belonging. We've got choice, assertiveness, and empowerment and authenticity with personal boundaries. So these personal boundaries could be with family connections and asserting yourself as an individual with individual needs and, not being afraid to have boundaries. We've got forgiveness, letting go, healing, growth and compassion. And then money, finances, power, generosity and abundance. And it does speak to a growing abundance in this reading as well. This is about a career that you're building, especially. Stay the path. You know the guidance you need to follow to be successful, and you can trust in that. We've got protection and stability affirmation. My energy is steady and stable. This allows me to make good decisions that come from a place of protection and clarity. Asking for help. I did actually feel that. Where did I feel that? Queen of Swords and the Three of Cups, maybe. Yes. Asking for help, connecting with friends and hearing their side of things. I'm able to ask for help when needed. I can make good decisions about who I ask and how I ask them. This also means I can offer help in return according to my capacity. And that brings me back to the rescuer. So not over helping people. You can actually empower people by saying no, because that encourages them to do it themselves, and then they can see that they can. Maybe, if that applies, you'll know if that was for you. But anyway, shadow of the victim. I do not get caught up in the shadow of the victim. I'm connected to the magnificence of my radiant spirit soul and remain aligned with my highest power, even in the face of adversity. And that's this card we saw before, at the very start with the Four of Cups. Not focusing too much on what hasn't worked out or isn't working out, but knowing that you actually have the power to refocus that energy, redirect it, and drive on forward towards whatever it is you want. Regaining your power there. Heart and mind affirmation. My heart is open and my mind is clear. And the last couple power cards, we have transformation. I love the way this fell onto the table. It's just, that is what you're going through right now, a massive transformation. To realize your power, we've got my power, stepping into your power, not being afraid to express yourself and your needs. Resilience, we saw this card at the start. Silence, perhaps withdrawing and not engaging, and just quietening your mind. Here we go, Eight of Swords, quieting your mind here. Bit of silence up there, a bit of time in nature, just to bring things down. This green stone now, as I'm saying, nature is really standing out. So a bit of time in the forest, in the trees, a bit of mossy green would be beautiful for you. And claim your identity. More talk of my power, stepping up into your power and not being afraid to assert yourself and speak on your needs and speak on what you want to create and say no to the things you don't want, all of that stuff, all of it. It's saying no to helping people sometimes, because maybe that will encourage them to help themselves. But yeah, kind of feels a little all over the shop, Group 3. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some sort of clarity, comfort or guidance, and to look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, Group 3.